Hello, everyone. Praise the Lord. Good evening. God be the glory. How you doing, Ms Denise? Good evening. God be the glory. How
I'm
good evening. How you doing tonight? About that, I had to restart my computer tonight, and I like, oh, you want to move slow coming on. So God, good evening. How you doing, Ms Denise? Oh, look at you. You look so cute. You look beautiful over there. Your lighting look, everything looks so beautiful.
Thank
Hallelujah.
you. I appreciate
Yes, good evening. I'm so excited. I tell you, as I'm so excited till I said this computer will move fast enough for me. Come on, computer. Because I had restarted it, was doing something. And I said, oh, I forgot. I had to restart this computer. So everything is well tonight. Welcome, welcome. Truly, we thank God tonight for this blessed time to be here. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I just was so excited about this, and I just know I'm just gonna open up and just let you have your way because hallelujah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm telling you. Welcome, Reggie Summer. God bless you on tonight. Welcome, welcome. Let's speak to everybody tonight. Welcome, everyone. Welcome tonight on the live. We thank God. Oh, Miss Debbie is already here. God bless. God bless. So can you hear me real good, Miss Denise? Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me okay? There's no whistles or anything
No,
like that?
it sounds perfect, perfect. Hey, but thank God for that tonight. Oh, blue skies, God bless you. Welcome tonight. God bless you. God bless you. It's truly is a blessing. And on tonight, just a reminder, I did put your link in there. I put your business Diva April link in there also tonight, so they can find it. So so we thank God for that on tonight. So welcome, welcome. So truly, guys, welcome on tonight. Tonight we have our guest, Miss this and that with Ms Denise Jordan tonight. So we just thank God tonight for being here. I just thank God and we just bless the Lord at every technical thing and everything that she's going to do for us go together and everything work well. So we give God the glory. So just thanking God tonight. Y'all, it's a blessing, guys. Y'all, so I'm just going to just do just a little bit tonight as we wait for everybody to come on. But introduction to Ms Denise, you know, she have a YouTube channel called This and That with Ms Denise Jordan. And she has a lifestyle channel and she gives us so many great prepping videos, cooking videos, home care videos, women health care, even things, to do around your home, you name it, she does it. So we thank God for her for that. And she is a businesswoman. How long have you been on YouTube, Miss Denise? How long have you been on YouTube?
I've been on YouTube, I think about 4 years.
4 years.
And when I first started 4 years ago, I started a channel called Makeup on Aisle 64 because I just wanted to talk about
Really?
and have fun. Yeah. And I was 64 years old and decided it was time to paint the barn just a little bit more. So I was
Oh,
for makeup, but I decided that just talking about makeup was too limiting.
yes, yes, yes.
So that's when I started This and That with Denise Jordan, so I could just talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yes, yes. I'm telling you, that's a good name, this and that. So I know you could give us all of that thing, but I never knew you had a makeup channel. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why you were saying on one of your videos that you had to go through a lot of makeup when I saw you was decluttering and going through stuff. Oh, I
I
didn't
had
know.
enough makeup for the free world.
Yes, yes. Okay. I see. I learned something new today. So welcome everyone. So guys, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be in the way tonight. I'm just letting Denise have a way, however she's gonna take it. She's gonna share with us her YouTube journey on tonight, how she started her business, and to help us and motivate us, because I know sometimes as YouTubers and young YouTubers, you go through that struggle. Sometimes, I go through it. You like, Lord, when is these videos gonna get up? What can I do? What am I doing wrong? So, she started the sister circle. How long you did the sister circle when you was
I
doing
think
YouTube
we
live?
did the Sister Circle about 2 years.
About 2 years. Okay. So
Right.
y'all know everyone's familiar with Miss Denise and she started the sister circle. So y'all make sure y'all circle up tonight. Those who familiar, do the circle up tonight.
What's up?
Represent. So we thank God. I thank you so much, Denise, because I tell you a lot of your tips really help us and we really miss you. So I'm telling you, that's why I'm gonna get out the way because I know I'm gonna just let you have your way. However, you want to take us tonight. I'm just gonna let you just have it
Oh,
tonight.
Well,
So
Penny, I want to thank you so much for inviting me to your show. I was really excited when you asked if I could come because I thought maybe they missed me a little bit. And then also
yes,
maybe
we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we
well
do.
good. And then I thought also maybe I offered some value. So I really thank you so much for inviting me to be on the show to talk a little bit about my YouTube journey. And I thought I would do that and then just give you a few tips that I have learned along the way. So, as I said earlier, I started with a channel called Makeup on Aisle 64. And then because
Mhm.
it was limiting, I switched to This and That with Denise Jordan. But
Yeah.
and I was doing a little bit of everything on that. I talked about cleaning, cooking, I did grocery hauls, I did shopping hauls. I joined every collab that I could think of that
Yeah.
looked like it was remotely related to something that I wanted to do. And some of them, like those DIYs, that was not remotely related to anything that I was interested in. Because you guys all know I hate DIY. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I was never one to learn how to do things with um, paints and nails and hammers and all that kind of stuff because my husband always did all that kind of thing. And even artistic products, since he's an artist, he would do those things too. So I started
Mhm.
trying to do those DIY projects and collaborations to help grow my audience. So I will say that one of the first tips that I will give tonight is that to help grow your YouTube channel, you can join collaborations because they
Mhm.
are a way to meet other YouTubers, other YouTube influencers. It's a way to kind of practice, to kind of get your feet wet. And the more collaborations you participate in early on, then that means the more videos you're producing,
Mhm.
you get better at your craft in that way. Now, the caveat to that, though, is you probably only want to join um, collaborations that are relevant for your niche. That's probably something you should think about, is to join collaborations that are relevant for your niche.
Mhm.
And so, one of the things that I did early in my journey was that I did join VRA, or Video Ranking Academy, and that is the signature program owned by Sean Cannell, my YouTube mentor. And Penny, I have to tell you, I learned
Mhm.
so much by going through that course. Now, here's the thing. I didn't always do everything he said do, especially right at the
Mhm.
beginning. So that's why I was all over the place. And one of the things that he would always tell us is don't ever post a video that your subscribers didn't ask for. So when I would do, well, at first I wasn't sure what my subscriber base was. I didn't know what they wanted. I didn't know what they were asking for. So I was doing a little bit of everything. But gradually, I began to see that what they wanted was the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, the homemaking,
Mhm.
because there's a lot of voices in the homemaking space, but a lot of them are young girls, young women in the mom life, things like that. Some of them that maybe only been making a home for a few years. Well, I've got 45 plus years of homemaking. So I know a little bit about making and keeping a home. And so I think that a lot of the viewers respected that authority in that the 45 years. That's what gave me that authority was the 45 years of homemaking. And
Mhm.
so I thought, okay, so that's what's sticking. So I started to do more of that, and people seemed to like it. But the one thing I kept doing was my YouTube strategy on my This and That with Denise channel because I thought, well, I could
Mhm.
talk about anything. But here's the thing, the people that were starting to come were wanting homemaking tips. They didn't want
Mhm.
YouTube strategy. And so a couple of times, Sean Cannell and then his partner, Heather Torres, they both said, you shouldn't be talking about YouTube. That's what we do. You should be talking about homemaking and home
Mhm.
keeping and those kinds of things. But I've really enjoyed the community that
Yeah.
we built. Like I loved the sister circle, and I did not want to leave that group of women, which included yourself.
Yes.
I
Yes.
look over here in the chat, I can see we've got Antoinette's on here. We've got Simple Southern Reflections. Of course, my sister Blue Skies is on to support me.
Yeah.
Debbie Joe, that's one of my viewers from This and That with Denise. She came over to support me as well.
Yes, yes.
With Stacy and so many other people that I got to know here in the circle. I didn't want to leave. So I thought, well, I'll start another channel and I'll talk about YouTube strategies over there. So I started YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan, and I did it again at this same time slot, Sundays at 7:45. And I really enjoyed it. I felt like we were growing the channel. I had gotten up to almost 350 subscribers on that channel. But Penny, when I say it was wearing me out, because as you know, since you've taken over this, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
You got to plan your topic, then you got to research the topic, and then once you get it researched, you got to put your notes together about what it is you're going to talk about. So it was work. So I was doing that on Sunday, and then I was doing my YouTube talk, my This and That with Denise on other days during the week, and I was trying to do a couple videos during the week because I had been monetized, and I wanted to keep my viewership up on that channel because the YouTube Talk wasn't making me any money, whereas the other channel was. The YouTube Talk was my channel that I enjoyed because I enjoyed this sisterhood.
Yes, yes.
So I kept trying to make them both work, and I was just getting so exhausted. And one day, I was on Sean's Tuesday show, Coffee with Cannell, and I had been on a couple of times before. You know, I'd been on the hot seat a couple of times before, and so they had said get rid of that other channel, but I didn't hear the message. This last time I went on, that time when I went on, and I said, I was just feeling so overwhelmed. I feel like I can't keep up with things, and I feel like I'm missing the boat with my primary channel. I said, I do homemaking and I'm growing, but I just feel like something's not clicking. And I was, sitting like this, and I was just talking about how I just feel like something's not clicking. So he could tell that I was feeling overwhelmed. And so he pulled up my channel and he looked at what I was doing on there and he said, things look okay, pretty good here. But I heard you talking about this other channel, like again. He said, so unless you're going to tell me that this other channel is making you money, you need to dump that Sunday show. And that time I heard the message because it was like Blue Skies will tell you, I was just so overwhelmed. I couldn't stay on top of my videos on my This and That channel. I looked at some of the videos, Penny, I had put up. There was no description in them. Some of them, I didn't do the SEO. The titles were a hot mess. The thumbnails were a hot mess. Yes. I just couldn't stay on top of things because I wanted to do a good job on both channels. So something was lacking on both channels. So I stopped doing the YouTube Talk, and I'm glad that you took that space because we needed that. But I do miss you guys. I miss talking about that. And I don't know, one day I'm going to do my YouTube course where I have a course where you guys can sign up for to talk about, because I like doing YouTube with women that, let's say like women that are over 35 that want to try to do a YouTube channel. But that's for down the road. Yeah. But I decided that I was really going to have to niche down, do what my mentor was telling me to do, and quit doing that other channel and focus on This and That with Denise Jordan. And it really started to grow more. And I had more peace with what I was doing. So I was really glad to do that.
Yeah, and that's a blessing because, like you said, I see it because because she's on. Many of you who don't know, she's on her homemaking channel on Thursdays at 7:45, and it really is blooming. And I do understand, Ms. Denise, it's a lot of work, and like I said, you're trying to shift this and handle this, and like you said, something is going to be missing. So it is a lot of work. A lot of people don't think that you just come up here on this live and you pray to God that everything work together. You pray that the computer work, the live work, what you're trying to present work. And sometimes some things don't, happen. But I
Mhm.
understand what you're saying. But the question that I want to ask, and I know some viewers going to have some questions, is how do you find your audience? And sometimes I struggle with that, finding my audience, because like I do the YouTube tips, and like I said, I love it because it helps me to grow. Because to be honest with you, and I know you learn from it too, even though we know we're learning and growing, trying to find that niche, trying to find what our viewers want. It's not all the time easy, like you said, I do a lifetime time channel also. And when you put out videos, you think they want this, and then you find out, well, maybe they don't want that, then you try something else. So it's kind
Mhm.
of hard sometimes to find your viewers. Did it take you a while to find your viewers,
It
exactly
did.
what your audience
It
want?
took me a while to find my niche. And what I began to pay attention to were the comments. What were
Mm-hmm.
the comments that my people were leaving? And I remember once Heather Torres, she's the chief operating officer on the Think Media team, she
Mm-hmm.
has said, what kind of questions are your viewers asking? And I says, well, they don't ask very many questions. And she would say, well, then look at the questions that your competitors or people in your niche, look at the kind of questions that their people are asking and answer those. And so I started paying attention to what were the questions that people were asking. I
Mm-hmm.
started paying attention to who was sticking around and then which videos were resonating more than others. Because what YouTube will do is they will try to present the video to the person who's looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I could tell that the homemaking videos were resonating more than some of the other videos. So I started doing more of that. Excuse me. And then once I realized that, then I had to decide, okay, so then I guess I'm going to be a homemaking channel and then continue to try to grow in that niche. So that was
Mm-hmm.
how I found the audience. They found me too. Some of them just accidentally found me. YouTube would serve up one of my videos about homemaking
Mm-hmm.
and they enjoyed it and they would come back for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like you said, and that I used to love that little the little open you used to have the little. I don't think you have it no more. The little
No,
signal, yeah. But I used to love hearing that. Little, your what's it that your
my
what you
little
call it?
sting, they called it. That was my little sting or my intro. But I'm
Yeah, your
glad you
little
brought
intro. I
that
used
up.
to love seeing that. And because like I said, I never knew. As starting as a YouTuber, a lot of things I learned, but I never knew about collabs until I started joining. With the sisterhood, and you started introducing collabs, and the collabs open up, and when people are having collab channels are having collabs, and that really helps a lot of us. And now we know Stephanie now is doing the collabs, and because like I said, boy, you had a lot the collabs too. So I know, yeah, you're right, you really were overload, because I look at Stephanie even doing the collabs, and it's like I'm like, okay, that's a lot of work. I'm glad I didn't take on that too. So
That's true.
I'm glad that it's that we divided it. So that was great knowledge. So wow, yeah. So I'm still learning, guys, because like I tell y'all, we're learning. I'm learning, to listen, to see what my viewers want. And, I don't think I really hit that understanding of what they really want from us sometimes. And that's just for me. So, some things I experiment with to see where my channel is going. And
Mhm.
then, and you just believe in God that you're going to hit the old boy. So also, like I said too, and we just thank you so much for this tonight, because it is definitely needed. Because a lot of channels on here are familiar with your channel, and if y'all are not connected with Ms Denise, y'all know her channel is this and that with Ms Denise Jordan. I'm telling you, if you put it in the YouTube search, you will find her channel. She comes right up. So I thank God for that. Yeah. So also, like I said, and what inspired you to start your business? Because we want to be business women. Come on, we want to be producers and promote, and
Well,
and grow.
again, my mentor, Sean Cannell, was the one that inspired me to start a business. And he would talk about business in just about every video. And in the VRA, or the Video Ranking Academy, he talked
Mhm.
about starting a business because his one of the things he always says is you need money for the mission. And
Yes.
I thought, I want to start a business. I'm just on YouTube to have fun. I don't need to do that.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yes.
over time, I think after being under his influence for a year, I thought, you know what? Maybe I should start a business because, of course, we do need money for the mission. When my computer died and I had to buy a new computer,
Mhm.
luckily I had set aside my money from YouTube, so I was able to buy a new computer. When my iPad died and I had to buy a new iPad, I was able to buy that with money that I had saved up from YouTube. When I needed a new camera, because my camera died, I was able to buy it with money that I saved up from YouTube. So we do need money to help with those expenses because YouTube is an expensive business. Once you buy your camera or you buy your phone, sometimes you have to buy your lights, you need to buy screens, just different things. So you need to buy equipment,
Mhm.
not right at first, but the longer you're in it, the more equipment you want to try to upgrade to.
Mhm.
So you need to have money for that. So he would talk about needing money for the mission. And so I thought, and then when I would do my videos, I would wear aprons frequently. My daughter sent me a really pretty one, which is the one I call that started the Apron Diva business.
Mhm.
And I would wear it on my videos, and the people would always comment about my aprons and ask her, well, where you got them from? And then one day I did a video and I didn't wear an apron. And I got comments
Yeah.
like, what? No apron? I was like, oh, well, I guess they expect to see me in an apron all the time. So I started wearing them more, and people kept wanting to know, well, where are you getting them? And then I
Mhm.
thought, why don't I just sell aprons? I wanted to have merch, like all the other big YouTubers. They have
Yes. Yes.
to get their t-shirts and all this kind of stuff. So I thought, well, I want to have some merch too. But my merch is going to be aprons.
Mm.
So Mickey Blue Skies and then one of my other friends who helped me with print, we got together and it took us some time, but we figured it out. And I started the business Apron Diva. But what I
Mhm.
didn't realize when I started the business was that this isn't like merch like many YouTubers have, because I
Mhm.
have to hold inventory. Those YouTubers that have merch, they're not holding inventory. They're working with like Teespring or something like that, and they're doing print on demand, or they'll print the
Okay.
shirt
Okay.
on demand. Whereas, like you see, like back here, I got one of my latest aprons here on the
Mhm.
floor. I'm
Beautiful.
holding inventory, so everything that's on my website,
Mhm.
I have in another room here in the house. So I'm holding
Okay.
inventory, which is a whole different level of business when you think about that. I didn't have a clue. Penny, when I say I didn't have a clue, I
Yeah.
didn't have a clue. Now, I've since gotten several clues. I need some more, but I've
Mm.
learned quite a bit. Me and Mickey Blue Skies have learned a lot about running a business. And it has been a lot of fun, and it just ties right in, though, with what I'm doing on my This and That channel. I'm teaching homemaking, and aprons, I think,
Mhm.
are a part of homemaking. Like our tagline is pretty and practical. Aprons can be a homemaker's best accessory. Well, if you're cooking, say, spaghetti sauce, or you're frying
Mhm.
fish, or whatever it is that you're cooking, you don't want that all over your clothes. You wear an apron, and so, like this apron, I think is very pretty, it's very
Yeah.
attractive,
It
that
is.
kind of thing. But it's also practical because it protects my clothing from whatever it is that I'm cooking. If
Mm.
I'm cleaning, it protects my clothing from the splashes and whatever it is, whatever cleaning product that I'm working with. Now, I might not wear this one when I'm cleaning the bathroom or something like
Mhm.
that. I have some that are more functional than others.
Mhm.
They are all practical because they do keep you protected. And right now, the millennials, they are really appreciating some of the wisdom that our moms and grandmothers had and applied. And so they're starting to wear aprons again. So aprons aren't just trendy
Yes.
among the mature women, but the millennials, those younger women, are also starting to wear them. And right now, they're the perfect gift because you can order something and get it in time for Christmas. And right now, I don't have to worry about anything coming from China or India because well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say all my supplies are here, but there is a shipment, two shipments that me and Mickey Blue Skies have been waiting for the longest time that has not arrived yet. So shipping, that kind of thing, those delays are a real issue. The supply chain
Mhm.
dysfunction is real, but most of our stuff is we ordered it early enough so that we have it here. So we're doing well there. But that's how I got the business started under the influence of my mentor, Sean Cannell.
Mm-hmm.
because he
Mm-hmm.
says you need money for the mission. And the more I worked with my YouTube channel, the more I realized that's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that. There was another question you asked me, and I had put a note to come back to it.
Okay, and that's, as Ms. Denise is talking, guys, I am reading y'all comments, and thank you so much. There are a few here that are saying that they connected with my channel, and I can connect it with their channel because of you or because of me. So we thank y'all so much. So we are going to get to you guys' comments. So I am reading some as I'm sitting here, and as Ms. Denise is talking about her aprons, visit Apron Diva and check out her early bird Black Friday special. So I put it in the chat for you guys, okay? So like I said, because they were saying that they were giving you comments that they love the aprons that your business that you'll open up. So yes, so I'm telling you, Ms. Denise, that's awesome, because like you said, you really don't know how things is going to, I guess, you the ins and out of business, or own personal business, until you really get into it. So we thank you so much for that, because I'm telling you, but guys, we will get to you in the chat. I just want to let Miss Denise just, she could give us some YouTube tips on some things too now. So we got a lot of stuff for you, but we haven't forgotten about y'all. So thank y'all for continuing to comment. So what was the question, Miss Denise? It was a question.
I don't remember what the question was, but I'll just start going through the tips, and then it's in here. So I'll just start.
Okay. Just whenever you're ready for the tips. Whenever you want to do some questions from the audience, Miss Denise.
I'll take them whenever. So let me know.
Okay, if anyone have any questions, just put a questions or a circle with it so we'll know, and we'll be glad to answer any questions, guys. Because like I said, Ms. Denise is sharing some tips and business ideas. And like she said, you're going to find your niche. And sometimes right away, guys, we don't find our niche. And it seems like sometimes we might seem like we're all over the place. And sometimes I feel like that I'm all over the place. I don't know if you have experienced that. It's like sometimes you come up with one idea, then you feel like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do something else. But you try to stay focused on a niche. But sometimes you're like, oh God, I want to do something else. It's just other things just be popping in you and ideas. So for you to name your channel this and that, that was a great idea.
Well, I realize now, though, I talked about this and that, but I don't talk about it like that anymore. I have niched down to homemaking, and so I follow Sean's advice. It's like I try not to put up anything that my subscribers didn't ask for, and my subscribers asked for homemaking videos. So I stopped participating in all of those other random collaborations.
I got you.
One, when I would look at my analytics, they didn't do well on my channel.
Yes.
I remember one, I did a tablescape collaboration with someone because I just thought, I would just love to do a tablescape. But it did not resonate well on my channel. My people let me know they didn't like it because they didn't watch it.
They'll let you know that.
Right.
Yes,
so
they
I
will.
really try to listen to my viewers by reading their comments to see, well, what is it that they do like and what seems to get the most traction with my audience. So, like I said, I have niched down now. I don't do anything that's not related to homemaking.
I got you.
Under homemaking, I can do cooking, cleaning. I can do laundry. Prepping or preparing is also under homemaking because, again, you're buying the groceries, you're buying the food, and you're bringing it in.
Yes.
All of that's related to that. And even when I throw in a healthcare topic, such if I wanted to talk about how to keep your house clean during the season of COVID, how to protect out from COVID, that's when I'm putting on my community health nursing hat. But I still got my homemaking hat on because it has to do with the mom managing the home and trying to keep it disinfected to keep their family safe. So I make sure that it all works now. If it ain't on time, I don't do it.
But see, the good thing about it, I love that you say you're sticking with the homemaking and it's not boxing you in, because there's so much varieties. And that's what it is. When you find your niche, it should be a lot of varieties coming. Like if you're doing cooking, there should be a lot of varieties within that. If you're doing DIY, you're not just boxed in. Because one thing I find out is that if you keep doing the same thing, and it's after a while, you're going to get tired. You get bored with it. You're going to lose interest. You're going to lose passion. And that's one thing I always try to motivate people, is not to lose their passion on what they're called to do on YouTube. Because if you lose that passion, you're not going to put your best in it. You're going to lose it. So I love that what you said, that you stick to homemaking, But I like that it's not boxing you in. It has so many
Exactly.
varieties. So yeah, I love that. So
Right.
you're right. You're right. So anyone from the audience, we want to stop for a minute and ask anyone if they got any questions or anything. We thank God for everyone that's here tonight. So if y'all got any questions, oh, Miss, okay, I think we do have a question. Let me go up. This Stacy Design with Stacy says, she said, how many times is it safe to change the name of your channel? That's a good question.
Ooh.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
And you know, if you click on the comment, it'll show up on the screen.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about it. Thank you for this.
That
You're
way I
right.
can read it too, and I don't
Yeah,
forget
there
what
you
it
go.
was.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
So here's the thing. You can, I think you're allowed to change your channel name about every 3 months.
Okay.
That's but the question is, what's the purpose of changing the name? And if you're deciding to change your niche and then you change your name, then that's okay. But I probably wouldn't do it more than 2 or 3 times, certainly not more than once a year, because once your people get used to you by this name, they kind of get familiar with you. And
Yeah.
so, because like I have thought about changing my name from This and That with Denise Jordan to Homemaking with Denise or something like that. But then I'm like, I'm just not sure. So I just kind of left it alone because I feel like right now it's working. So I have
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
but I probably wouldn't advise changing it more than once a year and then seeing how things work. But before you do that, ask yourself, why are you changing the name? Are you changing the niche? And then will it make it difficult for people to find you? One of the things that I've noticed sometimes with some of the names that I've seen on YouTube channels, they will have an unusual spelling, which makes it difficult to be located when you try to type it in.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll have a name with, say, a bunch of initials or something like that. And that makes it difficult for people to find you on YouTube. So when you choose a name, I would not choose a name as long as the one that I have now. Like
Mm-hmm.
Design and Style with Stacy, that's it's a nice name. It's not too long, and it lets
Mm-hmm.
us know exactly what her channel is about. Design
Mm-hmm.
and Style with Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're changing from that, then you might want to come up with something else if you're going a whole different direction. But you
Mm-hmm.
want to choose a name that either one can help people know what your channel is about, or
Mm-hmm.
what more people are doing today is just using their own name, like just
Mm-hmm.
having Denise Jordan as the name of the channel. The only
Mm-hmm.
problem with that, though, initially would be, who's Denise Jordan? What is she about? They don't
Mm-hmm.
know yet. Now, if I change my name now from This and That with Denise Jordan to just Denise Jordan, my This and That videos will still pop up. People will still find me, but I've developed a presence, a footprint, so to speak. So I would be a little bit easier to find. Did
And
that?
can I interact in that? And also, Miss Denise, I do believe that as we grow and we find our niche and we find out what our viewers want, with the name changes, like I said, mine is at Penny's Place, and and if I want to change it later when I find out what's drawing my channel, then I can probably change it. But just to change it, you could be all over the place. You just got to kind of just work with what you got right now. And like I say, unless this changes because you're changing your channel, if you're staying right there with style and design, let it stay there, and it'll find itself. You see what I'm saying? Because one thing I do find out that with YouTube, it takes a lot of patience. Because I'm telling you, it's going to take a lot of patience and a lot of learning experience, and all the things we're going to have to learn through experience. Because like you said, Sean Kendall was telling you for the longest, that you need to do away with that, but that was your heart. And then I do still believe that you still have some YouTube tips for us that you still could give us from time to time. But as you lead to do that. But like I said too, so we just got to really keep that passion and that drive, and making good videos and quality videos, and giving our viewers what we want. Focus more on that. And like I said, as long as you ain't got a name called Bobo or something like that, I wouldn't worry about it right now. I'll be honest with
Well,
you. I
and
would.
here's the thing too. People will say, well, you know what? I don't want to be limited. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I just have so
Mhm.
many passions. And that's true.
That's
But
true. You
the
do.
problem is if you don't niche down, the people that you really want to find you won't. Now,
Yeah.
once you get to a certain level on YouTube, You can talk about anything you want
You
to,
can talk
and
about
people are
anything.
behind you. Like there's people like my mentor Sean Cannell. He could probably put up a video and put a question mark for the title, and people will watch it.
There you go.
Kimmy, she's in her apron. Hi, folks? Question mark. People will watch it. I ain't got it like that. I got to make some sense in the different things that I'm putting up there. So think about that. So now I'm going to ask you to click that off the screen so that
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah, just
you have another. Well, oh, you had another one from Miss Stephanie, real quick, and I will let you answer, and then you go ahead. She said, "I keep my channel name the same, but I have changed my tagline several times to fit my channel. What do you think of that?"
I think that can be a good idea. So, for example, Creatively Ms. Me with Stephanie, she's established her presence as that, and so she's still there. We're going to notice the tagline a little bit less than we do the name itself. So, I think her new tagline has something to do with design on a budget or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see that. So, I think that's okay. Changing your tagline is fine. It's not at all like changing your title, the name of your channel. So I think that's okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Miss Denise, you can move. Go ahead, however you want to.
Okay. Well, let me just say one of the things, the tips that I try to encourage my YouTube audience to consider is what I call choose evergreen topics.
Mm-hmm.
Evergreen, like an evergreen tree, is green all year round. But the other trees, like the maple trees, the leaves drop in the fall and winter, and then it's bare until spring comes along.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be evergreen, so you want to choose evergreen topics, such as from my channel would be something like how to clean a toilet, how to
Mm-hmm.
clean a bathroom, um, how to get your towels soft and fluffy, how to potty train your toddler, how to paint a bedroom, something like that, where you're
Mm-hmm.
teaching people how to do something. Those are evergreen topics, meaning that people are always looking for those topics. Always. If
Yes.
you, well, for those of you that might have seen Kenya, when Kenya was on my channel,
Mm-hmm.
and she talked about how to style your home on a budget with Kenya's Decor Corner. And she gave specific tips on how to use pillows to style your room or how
Mm-hmm.
to do just different things with styling. I'm not like good like she is, but she gave specific tips that you could use year round on how to style your home. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, and that's a strategy that you would use because people are come back looking for those videos time and time again. My how to keep towels soft and fluffy has had thousands of views on it. People come, it's 2 years old, but people still look
Mm-hmm.
for that video. The other thing is you could consider what they call tent pole topics, like a little pup tent, they go up like that. That means seasonal topics, topics that come around every year at the same time every year, like Thanksgiving is a tent pole topic. So the line is flat and then it starts to peak and then that Thanksgiving day and then it goes down and then it's flat until the next year. Christmas, holidays are tent pole topics.
Mm-hmm.
Things like how to roast a turkey, which I've got a video on that. People are looking for how to roast a turkey year round if they're going to make one
Mm-hmm.
for a big family event. But for the most part, people start looking for how to roast a turkey in October to get ready for November. So
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty flat, and then it starts to peak, and then November, December, and then it's flat again, and then it's gone for the most part until the next year. How to make a gingerbread house, things like that. But those are so evergreen topics or tentpole topics help you to grow your channel because it helps you to get views and people will find you related to those topics. And the other thing, and Penny, you talked about this yourself a couple weeks ago. I popped on your channel and I on your show and I listened to it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was don't drag out the start of your video.
Mm-hmm.
It's like get right into it. And it's like, well, two things. Don't talk too much
Mm-hmm.
and don't take too long to get into it. One of the analytics that YouTube is tracking right now is who's still watching after 30 seconds. That
Mm-hmm.
means the first 30
Wow.
seconds are most important. That's
Mm-hmm.
why you don't see that little spinning around thing anymore.
I know. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that took me, that was about 7 or 8 seconds. People don't need to see that. It was
Mhm.
taking up time. And that's why sometimes with some of the videos, like I did a video on prepping where I was cooking something out on my patio in the snow.
Mhm.
And when the video started, I was already outside. You could see the snow. You could hear the dog down the street barking. And I was working at it. And I'm looking like, oh, and I just started talking. People don't want to hear all this chit chat that we
Mhm.
like to do. So I try, and you guys know I am chatty. I am chatty
Mhm.
cat, but I try not to do that. I try to start the video right away so that in the first 30 seconds, I'm either giving a teaser about what's going to be in the video. I just start talking about what's going to be in the video. And then after that, I might say, welcome to this and that with Denise. But I might not even say that. I might just go
That's
ahead
right.
and keep going. And then if there's, let's say I'm doing a cooking video and I'm doing some cooking and I might have some music playing. Well, after that first 30 seconds is over, sometimes I might just come on and say as a voiceover, welcome to this and that with Denise Jordan. And this is what we do over here, whatever. And then
Mhm.
I'll say that, throw up that little subscriber thing, which Stephanie's got to show me how to do that because I don't know how to put that in.
Yes, yes.
I'll, just kind of get started and do that. But it's like, ladies, we have got to cut out all that chatter in the first
Mhm.
45 seconds of the video. Because I'll tell you, people, they see you doing all that chatter and then they just bounce because they don't
Yeah.
want to hear it. Don't ask them to subscribe in the first 30 seconds because they're not going to subscribe unless they see a reason to subscribe.
Mhm.
You got to give them that reason through your video. So I
Mhm.
really wanted to say that is to not talk too much at the beginning of the video. That first 30 seconds, make sure you're like right into whatever the topic is.
Mhm. Mhm. And
And
this is so true because I remember you telling us that when you was in the YouTube tips channel, your channel. I remember you telling us that, and I'm telling you, it's not all the time easy working on that, but I know there's some more improvement because you was telling us that as you was working with Sean Kennel about the intro that we at least should keep it only at 10 seconds.
yes,
So guys, I know a lot of these things we do is so cute and we do a beautiful intro, but be careful because I was looking at the comments and I see someone said that sometimes when they see these long intros, they leave the video. So we want to hold our views focus, attention, retention. So don't have too much fluff in your video. Don't just have things running the video and you don't have nothing going on. Just
and
it's
here's the thing with that, Penny, too. We a year ago we were all doing these beautiful intros. Somebody even had a collaboration where we all made the intros and all that stuff.
yes,
And it was good for us. But you guys know things change. Just
yes,
like
yes,
fashions change, seasons change,
yes,
YouTube changes. And right now, the change is you don't
yes.
see the long, drawn out intros anymore. So you might have spent some good money on developing that 30, 45-second intro. Cut it down to 10 seconds and don't show it at the beginning. Get into your the meat of your
Mhm.
video first. And after those first 30, 40 seconds, when people are already hooked, then pop in that little intro, but it should not be longer than 10 seconds and then get right back in to the meat of your video. So if you got a 30 or 40-second intro, you need to cut it down and change where you put it. So there is that.
So that's good. I'm glad this being recorded because sometimes you have to go back and listen to. So what did you say again about the 30 seconds? You said now about the 30 something. You said about the
Okay,
30
so the big analytics that YouTube has right now, and I encourage everyone to go to their YouTube analytics and
seconds.
look at it. When you look at it, they will have oh, they will have some analytics that show how long people are watching.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just to give you kind of an example of that, so
Mm-hmm.
let's say there's this graph like this on there. This is the first 30 seconds. And they'll
Mm-hmm.
look who's still on after these first 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And who's dropped off here, here, and here. This first 30 seconds here is really important. So you want to make sure that you're not fluffing in these first 30 seconds. That's one of the biggest analytics they're checking right now. So you need to just get into it right away.
Okay.
So when you got your video started, something you might consider doing is, well, like I said, you just get started. If I'm doing a clean with me video, they might open the video, and when they open the video up, I'm already clean. I'm already doing what I'm doing, or whatever I'm saying is going to draw you into whatever the video is about. So that's what I wanted to make sure that people are thinking about. And then the other thing you can do is build your community by answering the comments.
Yes.
Now, it takes time to do that, and I try to spend time every day answering my comments. I don't get them all done, and if I've got a lot of videos coming up, like during Vlogmas, not Vlogmas, but Vlogtober, sometimes I miss some, but people get engaged with you by the comments. So answer comments, ask them questions, and don't just say, do you like cooking videos? So they can say yes or no. Ask them, what kind of cooking videos do you like? When you respond to them, so that you get more engagement. And then also, if you've got a community tab, and I heard you tell people now that if you've got 500 or more, you can have a tab. Use it. You can use your community tab like Instagram and put polls and different things like that on there to kind of help to build your audience. So there's that.
Wow.
The other thing that you just talked about, but I think it bears emphasizing, is don't advertise that your video is ending.
Yes.
So when you're wrapping it up, don't tell people. And I used to be bad at that.
Yes.
I would say, that's it for now. Or, well, those are my 7 points or whatever.
Yes.
As soon as you say that, boom, they bounce. So what you want to do is end your video without them knowing that your video is ending. So if I'm talking about how to clean your bathroom, and I've given you all the points on how to clean your bathroom, then after I'm done with that, I might say, now, if you want to learn how to clean your kitchen, click here.
Yes, yes.
One of the things that I do that people know that I'm almost done, but it's okay if they leave by that time. And I'll say, but in the meantime, this is, I'll say, but this is Denise Jordan saying you're not done yet. Well, by the time they get to there, I've pretty much given all of my information. Just figure out a way to end your video without them knowing that you're ending the video. Because even when I'm watching with my husband or my sister, Mickey Blue Skies, she'll start, as soon as she thinks I'm wrapping up, she'll get that remote, get ready. I said, wait, I'm not done yet, because sometimes we'll be watching it together. And so that's a big tip that I wanted to give there. And keep talking until you're done. Talking until you're done. And then when you're done, invite them to another video. If you need more information about how to keep white shirts white, click here. If you need more information about how to keep white shirts white, check out my Laundry Lab playlist. And have it like somewhere linked above or put in the description box so that they can go and find it there. Don't say, and if you have, say, 7 tips that you're going to do, and then, so when you get to, say, tip number 5, you might say, so now stay to the end because I've got a bonus tip for you. So that when you get to tip 7, then give that bonus tip, and then you can wrap it up because you want them to stay to the end. And you might need to say a couple of times, stay to the end because I've got that bonus tip, or stay to the end because there's a surprise or something like that to kind of keep people on.
And guys, I'm be honest with you, all of this don't come easy now, but through experience. So you have to kind of practice yourself, work yourself into doing this because it doesn't come easy. Because how many sometimes when I do the video, I go back, I say, oh Lord, I ain't did what I said the folks be doing. And and sometimes it don't. So like you said, it's just putting it in action, keep practicing, and always send them to another video, guys, because we want to keep the click rate, and because our channel is going to grow by views. There was something that Blue Sky says, and I thought it was such a beautiful comment. Let me see if I go back, but I know what she said. She said that she said there are some channels that she follow, and they don't even have large number of subscribers, but if they don't at least respond to some of the comments, she said, I'll start watching their videos. And we have to understand a lot of times, and we know it's not easy getting to every comment, because when you're trying to put up more videos or, and then God knows got other things to do besides YouTube, sometimes it's hard to
Family.
get to the comments, and sometimes I'll text on our community page. I say, guys, I see your comments. I will get to you. Be patient. I let them know. I see the comments. Because you want to communicate with them that, I'm not overlooking your comments, because some people just don't respond to people. But to keep your followings and to keep people, connected with you. And that's how you grow. And that's how you build a relationship. You're going to have to comment. And I'm not saying that you do it on every comment sometimes, because sometimes things happen, guys. Okay. Yeah. But do your best. And that's all we're saying. Do your best to stay connected. And that's why I love family channels. And I was trying to get my husband involved, but he ain't into the YouTube like I am. So I said,
my husband said, you signed up for YouTube, not me.
I know, tell me about it. So I was trying to get him to I said, well, if you at least just help me to comment and do that, that's all I need you to do. He's not feeling that. But so, when that's why I love when families do it together, husband and wives and their children, because everybody can comment and you can keep up with them, man. You got that extra help there, and it does help. So y'all be encouraged with that. So just try to, if you do your best, that's all I say, do your best. Because sometimes
do your best. Yeah, and really work at commenting. And I know I've got some that I've got to get done, but like say I did a grocery haul, a live stream grocery haul earlier today, and then so I commented on those right away, and then I was trying to get ready for your show tonight, and then I got to get ready for something for tomorrow. So it's like, okay, so whoever maybe left comments after I'd already answered comments, it might be a couple days before I get back to those. And then if I've got another video up in the meantime, it may also be, a few days. But I do try to get back to those. The other tip that I want to give to Penny was, this is a big one. And it is, don't compare your beginning to somebody else's middle.
Oh, right.
Don't compare your beginning to somebody else's middle. And I got this tip from Sean Cannell, but he got that comment, that quote from John Acuff. John Acuff created that. But what it means is like, don't look at somebody else's YouTube channel and you think, oh, they're doing so well, or my video's as good as theirs. How come, I'm not whatever. And every now and then, I'll get sour grapes. Penny, I will admit, every now and then.
I know. I think we all do this.
I'll call Blue Skies and I'll say, did you see that video? Did you see how many views she's got? And she'll say, what's for you is for you. Yeah. And she will remind me again, like she'll say, what's for you, meaning like what God has for you.
That's right. It is for you.
Is for you. And I had to like take myself in hand and just run my own race, do my own journey, and not have sour grapes when I see other people blowing up. Because I'll tell you what, let me tell you about one of my girlfriends that is huge right now, Mary's Nest. He has over 400,000 subscribers. My girlfriend is doing it big time. I remember welcoming her to VRA and saying, we mature women have to stick together. And she was just getting started. She has blown way past me and she is doing it big time. And I'm not mad at her. I am happy for her success. Yeah. And because I'm happy for her success,
that's right.
She bless me with what I'm supposed to have. So, so there's that.
And that's right, because that's what his word said, rejoice with others. He said, rejoice. God will bless us. And that is so true, Ms Denise. And that's why y'all need accountability partners. That's why I always encourage them to have someone that they can, commune with, have a friendship will build with, so that y'all can encourage one another, because you need that on this YouTube platform, because there's going to be days, guys, that we ain't gonna feel this. Okay. We're women.
But your family, they don't know what you're going through. They support you.
They don't.
But they don't know how to support you. But like I can call Mary and we can commiserate about something that's not going right on our channel, or I can ask her a question. She can ask me a question. So that's helpful. And then I have an accountability partner who I talk to her every other week on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. It's 6 a.m. for her, but it's 7 a.m. for me. And we talk for an hour and we talk about plans and strategies and stuff like that for our YouTube channel. And so that helps me to be accountable to her. Like one of the suggestions was to be able to take old videos and repurpose them, take clips from them to create a new video. And then she'll be saying, so did you do that yet? that kind of thing. And I see we've got a question from Red December
Mm-hmm.
about what time frame should we respond to comments. You should respond to comments immediately if you can, but
Mm-hmm.
certainly within 24 hours or
Yeah.
48 hours if
24. Yeah.
but that just depends upon how many subscribers you have. Like my friend Jennifer Scott at the Daily Connoisseur, she's got over 100,000 subscribers. And she has a family of 4 children, plus the husband, plus her own business and work she's got to do. She can't respond to all those comments every day. But what you can do is set aside 2 hours on your
Yeah.
calendar where you're going to respond to comments. And you do as many as you can that day. Maybe you set aside 2 or 3 days a week, 2 hours each block to answer comments, and you do the best you can. Sometimes, maybe depending upon how many comments you have, might just be a little heart, or you
Mm-hmm.
might click on how YouTube has those built-in comments, like "oh yeah" or "I agree" or "thank you" or whatever.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to resort to those. I have not
Yes.
done those yet, but depending upon how busy you are, you might have
Depends.
to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
something to think.
And it helps you to stay connected. So that's why I always tell y'all, stay connected with your followers. So guys, remember now, if y'all want to have a question, remember to put a question mark with it or a circle so I can see it. Because sometimes, as I'm talking, I'm not seeing all the comments. So if I missed anyone, not intentionally, just read question again. Okay.
There's one by Stacy, and she asked,
Okay.
"Am I considering becoming a one-on-one mentor myself?" And
Good
the answer
question.
to that right now is no, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm really trying to work at growing my apron business. But what
Mm-hmm.
I am considering doing, and what I'm working on, is developing my own YouTube strategy course. Because
Mm-hmm.
you guys know I love working with YouTube with women.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just I just enjoy that camaraderie and mentoring women. So that's something that I'm working on for the future. But the one-on-one right now, no, because honey, this apron keeper takes some time. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That business takes some time. Blue skies will tell you we're busy with that.
I'm glad
Okay,
you. I'm glad you said about the course because that's a question I was going to ask you. Where you're going to start your own online course? So
I am.
I'm glad you answered that. So that's a blessing. So we're
And
looking for
I'm working
that.
on starting my email list for that, but that's more about that later. The other thing I wanted the other tip was to
Mm-hmm.
check out your peers or competitors on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube to see what they're doing. Now, like Robin at Faith and Flower is one of my, I don't want to say competitors. Now, they used to say competitors, but not in a mean way. But now, Sean encouraged us to think of them as our peers. So check
Mm-hmm.
out your YouTube peers to see what they're doing. And so Robin at Faith and Flower is one of my YouTube peers. I love her channel. I love how she does her homemaking.
Mm-hmm.
And but I have to tell you the other day though, I did have sour grapes because I was watching her video, lovely video, and she had done one about 5-minute tasks. So I thought, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
like that. But I thought I've got some things that I need to get done that would take 15 minutes. So I'm going to do a video where I do these homemaking tasks that takes 15 minutes. And I've been procrastinating about getting them done. I said, well, they're only going to take 15 minutes. So I'm going to do a video about that. Girl, didn't I look up at her channel the other day and she had homemaking and 15-minute tasks? I was like, what? I was like, I didn't even get a chance to put it up. But minds think alike. So
Yes. See.
okay, like Sean says, don't reinvent the wheel. If somebody else is doing it, it's probably something you should be doing it too. Because we're
Yeah.
in the same niche, homemaking. Now we
Yeah.
don't do things exactly alike, but if she's talking about 15-minute tasks, I probably should be talking about it too.
Yes.
Talking
Yes.
about decluttering. I'm in the homemaking niche. I should be talking about it too. So visit your peers, not competitors, but your peers, your YouTube peers, and see what they're doing.
Mm. You have a question, Miss Denise?
Yeah, okay. So Denise, hey, name twin, Denise.
Mm-hmm.
When you go live, how consistent should you be? Well, that's up to you. But you need to have an editorial calendar. And I know I shouldn't be saying this, and Blue Skies is on there because she's gonna be like, I know you didn't just say that. Because she's always getting after me about using my planner better.
Yeah, I know I'm bad too.
So if you're gonna go live, make a decision how often you're going to do it and what are you going live for, because remember,
Mhm.
I did on the YouTube talk channel, I did a video about going live, and you need to have a purpose, first of all,
Yeah.
on live.
Yeah.
Like your live stream every second through fourth Sunday, the purpose is to deliver YouTube strategy. You
Mm-hmm.
don't talk about your homemaking stuff on
Mm-mm.
Sunday. You talk about YouTube strategy on Sunday. So that's your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then decide how often are you going to do that, because you want to get your audience used to coming. So if you're going to go live, then you should go live either weekly, or you could go live every 2 weeks. Just let your people know every 2 weeks you're going to go live. And if you want them to continue to come, maybe on the time that you're not live, put a placeholder in at the same time. If you want them to come to you every Sunday at 7:45, you need to have something there for them to see every Sunday at 7:45.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe every other week it's a live stream. Every other week it's a video.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your people may not like the video, because I did get a comment from one of my people. I was looking at back comments, and something happened on the day that I normally would have gone live, and I don't know why, but I couldn't go live. So I put in a placeholder so that when they came at that time, they would still find me. And
Mm-hmm.
she made a comment and said, "Well, the video was nice, but I missed the live." And I heard her. I
Mm-hmm.
heard you. I hear you. You wanted the live stream, but for whatever reason, life happened and I couldn't be there live. So I
Mm-hmm.
left a placeholder so they could at least still find my voice. And that's what you want to consider doing. Is so if you're going to go live, you have to make a decision, because you're building an audience when you're doing a live stream. And when you get there, people are going to expect for you to be there. And even if you, like for me, on when I was doing this on Sunday nights, and the same thing for you, even if you don't send out an announcement, people are going to show up, because they know Penny going to be there at 7:45, except for the first and fifth Sunday. So they know
Mm-hmm.
people going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so on my show every Thursday, like, unless something happens
Yeah,
drastically,
unless something happens.
and if I'm not going to be there, then I'm going to leave a placeholder so they can find my voice. I see Red December. And Red December, what is your name? It says, how often should we post videos per week, and how long should videos be? One video a week, every week, as you get started. When you
Mm-hmm.
can do more, post more, but don't make yourself crazy. If one video a week is all you can do, post one video a week. If you can do 2 videos a week, because the more videos you post, the more traction you'll get, you'll grow faster, you'll build your
Mm-hmm.
watch time. But don't make yourself crazy and do poor quality videos to try to do more
That's
videos.
right. That's
One
right.
quality video a week is great. And how long should they be? Well, Sean always says, as long as they need to be, but as short as possible. So anywhere between, especially if you're fairly new, 6 to 8 minutes could be a sweet spot as you're getting started. Once you've begun to build up an audience, they will stick around longer. Like when I did my live stream today of my grocery haul, and I did it live because literally I had just come in from the grocery store. I didn't have time to do a video, but the live stream, once it's done, it's done. Now I still need to go back in and do the SEO and all of that. I'll do that tomorrow. But once it's done, it's done. And I couldn't do a lot of communicating because, the iPad was situated a little bit far, so I couldn't read the
Mm-hmm.
comments. But, we got it done. It was fun, and I could engage a little bit. So there's that. So when you do live streams, you just have to have a purpose. Like, I do
Yeah.
not like those live streams where people will say, "Who's up? What do you want to talk about?" No, that's a waste of my time.
Yeah. I
Really,
agree.
one night I was up really late at night. I couldn't sleep for whatever reason, so I got up and I came in here and just turned on to see who was on live. But that doesn't happen very often. When I go to somebody's live stream, I expect to hear a topic, to hear whatever they're talking about. And if you can, you should even have a few props.
Yeah.
Sorry, but so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other tip I want to offer is to try to level up by 1% with every video. So now what does that mean? Try to improve your videos in some way. Now, me, I am working on those thumbnails. Mickey
Yeah.
Blue Sky told me the other day, you have got to improve your thumbnails. I've been working on it. I'm still working on it. I got a lot of work to do. They're better than they used to be, but they still got a long way to go. So I try to level up by making my thumbnails better. I try to level up by making my titles better. And a big thing to remember regarding titles is don't put the same thing in the title that you put on the thumbnail. It's two different pieces of real estate. Take advantage of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that I try to do is use different angles, zoom in and out, and things like that, just to make the video experience more pleasing to my viewers. So
Mm-hmm.
try to grow in some way with each video you do. And, you know, if you level up by 1% on every video, pretty soon you'll have 100% done. You'll be looking pretty darn good.
That's right. And Elizabeth, I agree with Blue Skies. You have awesome thumbnails. Your thumb did great. I love them.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
I'm
Um,
trying.
yes, and I thank God for that, because we do need to improve from 1% each video from the last video we do. And I'm working on my thumbnails too, because I said, Lord, please help me with these thumbnails, because sometimes you take the pictures and you're like, okay, you're not fitting in here where I want you, so you play around with it. So I just like to play around with things, and I was telling my husband the other day, I said, "Ooh, I'm getting a little bit better than I was before," but I said I'm not there yet, so I know what you mean. There's
Well,
always,
none of us are there yet.
yeah, we're getting there, but it's a grace.
Another tip that I have for you too, Penny, is to
Mhm.
lay out your channel for best effect. So sometimes
Mhm.
when we used to do the channel audits and we would look at the people's YouTube channel to see how they're laid out, sometimes they're not laid out in the best way. And so there's like a little button at the top when you're looking on your homepage where you can customize your channel. When you do that, you can move your playlists up and down. You can move them around. You can determine how many videos are showing on a line, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
People should consider looking at how their channel is laid out so that it's pleasing when their guests come. I've looked at some channels, and when I look at their homepage, the videos at the top are anywhere from 2 to 5 years old. I don't
Mhm.
want to look at old videos. I want to know,
Mhm.
what did you put out most recently? So depending upon what your channel is about and how many videos you have, put your uploads, your most recent uploads on the first line.
Oh,
Put
you talking
most,
about like from your home page, Ms. Denise? Because
yes,
like instead of putting, okay, that's a good idea.
yeah.
Okay,
I will
yeah.
consider doing that. And then everyone should have a channel trailer on their channel, on their homepage. And then you should customize it what so that the people that come will see different videos. For example, new people would see an introductory channel trailer that talks about
Mhm.
your channel and what they're going to find. Continuing people would have another video that they will see that you're proud of. Like, for example, for my new people, I've got my introductory channel trailer that talks about what they're going to find on This and That with Denise, homemaking and
Mhm.
cooking and all that kind of stuff. But the returning people, the video that they see is my family favorite mac and cheese, because that's the video that has made me the most money. I want
Mhm.
everybody to see it. I want
Mhm.
everybody to see it. I want everybody to watch it, and I want everybody to share it. Because one of
Mhm.
the things I learned from Roberto Blake is that he said, don't be sending people to videos that don't make you any money. Send them to your money making video or your
Mhm.
most popular video. So there's two different ones to put up in that top place when you want to customize your channel. So there's that. And then create playlists of different video styles that people might want to use and engage in. Like, for example, I have my Thanksgiving playlist. Sometimes I'll call it Thanksgiving 101. I've changed the name a couple of times, but right now I got that playlist up at the top of my playlist because it's time for Thanksgiving. I want people to find my Thanksgiving videos. So I'm going to move that into a position that if you come to my channel and maybe you're not looking for Thanksgiving. Maybe you're there because you were looking at the grocery haul. But now you see, oh, Thanksgiving is next week. What she got to say about that? So customize your channel, meaning move the things around to
I
make
got
it best for you and so you can take advantage of whatever's happening in the world right now.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
That's good advice right there. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Good advice.
The other thing is that YouTube is listening. The little
Mm-hmm.
Autobots are now listening to when we do our videos. So when you do your videos now, that's why those first 30 seconds are so important, because what you say in those first 30 seconds, you should also have in your title, and you should also have in your description box, so that they get it 3 ways, so that they know what your video is about. So they push your video out to the people that are looking for your video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to roast a turkey. I'm going to write in my title, how to roast a turkey. And in my description, I'm going to put, in this video, I'm going to show you how to roast a turkey and make turkey gravy. So I've said that how to roast a turkey 3 times, because when you're looking for how to roast a turkey, instead of Martha Stewart, I want you to find me. Now, I know most folks going to find Martha, but if I could just get a little teeny weeny bit of that traction that Martha gets.
Oh, come on. I know that's the truth.
Like, just give me a little bit of that traction that Martha gets on how to roast a turkey.
And that is so true, because, you know, you have to, and I'll be honest with you, like I said, when you do the video, sometimes I be on a rush button, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I like, Lord help me, Jesus. But you have to, whatever your video's about, so that the robot can pick it up, you need to put it in your title, and you need to speak that in that first 30 seconds and write it in your description box. So that's 3 times. So guys, I hope y'all really getting these key points to get our videos out there, so the robot will know how to put our video out and who to send it to. So guys, write these tips down. So sometimes you have to go back and watch the replay. So there is a replay. I'm gonna try to put some timestamps. If I don't catch it tonight, I'm gonna try to catch it early in the morning. But that's why I try to do the timestamps with these lives, so that people can get to the points on what they wanna, you know, go back and look at. Because sometimes you can't get all this information up. Remember, I always told y'all, when you go to class or been to school, you always bring your notepad, because you ain't gonna remember everything. I'm not gonna remember everything. So I just thank God for this, Ms Denise. This is good information. I'm so glad. I'm so glad tonight. This is good, and this is helping a lot of us.
Well, thank you. Well, I thought about what, you said you wanted me to come on and to give some tips. So I thought, okay, what tips would I want to give, and what tips do I think that our audience needs to hear? One other tip that I want to have, that I want to give, and I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I want to make sure everyone hears it, is to use the comments or the questions to identify videos you need to make. Because I didn't understand that at first. And Heather would tell me to do that, but I still didn't get what she meant. So when this young guy wrote in to me to ask about how to wash his clothes, because he said he had ruined all his clothes. He had put some reds and blues and a whole bunch of clothes in together, and they faded. And so I just typed in what he should do. And then someone else asked me a question about some other laundry dilemma. I just typed in whatever. And so I would just answer the questions. But what I didn't get was that every one of those questions that I was answering was a video I needed to make. So when someone asks you about the first 30 seconds of the YouTube, and they say, well, why do we need to be worried about that? That's a video that you need to make about, like, on your YouTube strategy, about that, like what that means and how that works. So Nefertiri is asking, what is SOC? Did I say SOC?
SOC.
Because I'm thinking Sisters of the Cloth. But SOC to me is Sisters of the Cloth, but there's nobody from Sisters of the Cloth on, are they?
I don't know if you said SOC.
But I don't think any of my quilt group is on here, so I don't know what SOC is. So Nefertiri, you're gonna have to tell us that again, because I'm not sure what that is. And there was another question about, before this one, does anyone use the Buy Me as a Coffee link, and what are your thoughts? Antoinette had a question.
Yeah, that was Antoinette. Yeah, that I was just going back up because I had missed some, and I was going to bring hers in back. Yeah, this is hers.
Denise wants to know, how do thumbnails and channel trailers differ? Well, a thumbnail is just a picture that you have on your video. So for example, when I hold up this iPad, these pictures are thumbnails. All of those are thumbnails for the video. However, the channel trailer is that little, it's like a little clip. I don't think I have any music on this. Let me check. Yeah, up there. A channel trailer is like a very short video that tells what your channel is about. So, for
Mhm.
example, overwhelmed and unsure. Well, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach traditional homemaking for today's woman. So that's a channel trailer. That's what I have on my channel as a trailer, and it's about a minute and a half. It's at the top of my, um, it's on the top of my home screen, and
Mhm.
people will see that when they're new to my channel. But I'm
Mhm.
going to have a different thumbnail or different picture on every single video. So hopefully that helped, Denise. And then Antoinette wanted to know, does anyone use the Buy Me a Coffee link? And what are your thoughts? You know, I've never tried it. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you have to put the link in there. Like I've just lately, I've started getting super chats. I think you have to enable it though on your channel. So like there's super chats, there's thank you, and there's something else. And maybe Buy Me a Coffee is one of those. If you enable it, if people click it, then they click it. I think it's okay. I think one of the things that I had to learn as YouTube creators, this is a business and we need to be paid for our work, for what we do. And if
Mhm.
someone enjoys what you're presenting and they want to buy you a cup of coffee, send you $2 or $3 or even $10 or $20,
Mhm.
it's okay, I think. I don't
Mhm.
think it's begging or anything like that. I think it's okay. Penny, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's okay. Because they have some. I was looking at. I don't know who was it. Darrell Eves. It was somebody was talking about they got certain YouTubers got the tip thing on their channel. I don't have the tip. You have the. Do you have the tip one? It's called the tip. That when subscribers can tip you. So it's okay if you can use. I've seen the coffee thing she's talking about, and
Mhm.
I've seen other YouTubers use it, but I've never done it. But it's just like a tip cup to me, really. You buy them a
Oh.
cup of coffee, $1.99, $2.99.
Mhm.
So, like I said, if you like what they do, you tip them. So I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't either, but someone who says Tam that Love My Babies Forever, she says that coffee thing is something outside of YouTube.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Okay.
now,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
now that I remember, yeah, it is. But like I said, I'm not familiar with it too much. But yeah, it is outside of YouTube. But you can use it. I've seen other YouTubers use it.
Okay. One other tip that I had too was that when you're setting up your channel, your about page, make sure your about page is tight.
Yeah.
And it's important to remember that your about page is not about you.
Mm-hmm.
People don't care about you. Your about page is what you can do for me. That's what
Mm-hmm.
your about page is about and what it's for. So when people come to your about page, they want to see something like I teach homemakers how to make and keep a home for today, or I teach homemaking for today's homemaker. If you're struggling with cooking, cleaning, or laundry, I can help you sort that out. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's their question. What can you do to help me? Now, second or third paragraph, I might say, I've been married 45 plus years. I raised 3 children. I do this and I do that. But that's not what you want to have in the first 3 lines of your about page. Because if your about page is searched and only the first few lines are searchable, like if something just kind of comes up, they don't care that you've been married 40 years and got 2 or 3 kids. But they do care that you can teach them how to set a table, or that you can teach them YouTube strategy or whatever. So just remember the about page is not about you. The about page is what you can do for me.
Okay, that's good information right there because sometimes I forget that even with a video, the first few letters, the first few lines would be shown. So guys, I need to go back and straighten something up on my about page. That is true. That is true. Okay, good information right there. Did somebody ask a question about that? Or that's just a tip you gave
So
us?
that was one of the
Oh,
tips that
okay.
that I
Good
had
tip.
put
Good tip. Good tip.
that was
That's
one
a
of the tips
good
that I had
tip.
put together. And then one of the other tips that I had was to answer specific questions. That's one of the things that Sean teaches us in Video Ranking Academy. And I've just learned so much from them. I really encourage people to consider to sign up for the master class. And I put the link to the master class in there. Just sign up and take the master class and just kind of see what information there is available to learn, because I've learned so much. But one of the things he teaches us is to answer specific questions. So someone asks me, like, how to keep white shirts white. I might talk about that. That's a specific question. When Kenya talked about how to style your home with pillows, that's answering a specific question. But the other thing is to also answer the deeper question. So if someone is watching your tablescape and they talk about how beautiful you set your table, and I just love all of this, and this that you used on it, and you have such a knack, the deeper question is, I would like to be able to do that in my home. How can you help me learn how to do that? So teach them how they can do that. So one of the things that Kenya's been doing a lot of lately is she'll show what she got, and she'll show where she got it. And she'll say, now this looks high end, but I was able to pick this up at Marshall's for $15. And then I'm going to use it this way. So she's now showing you how you can do that in your home. So when you think about it, when they ask you or they make a comment about how nice or how great or how pretty something is, sometimes there's a deeper question behind that question, which is, how can I do that in my home? I want to make my home look nice too. What are some things that I can do to create a similar effect in my home? Not that I want mine to be exactly like yours, because I want myself, but how can I do that here?
Because I'm telling you, these are great tips, and it definitely helping me tonight. And I know I'm looking in the comments, and a lot of people have commented that it's really helping them. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing on tonight. Because I'm telling you, just to let everyone know, I have it in the description box, the link to Sean Kennel, his master class. So I think it's that link. Is it a free information? And then I guess if you want to,
it's a free master class. So you click on the link and it takes you to the free master class. And it might give you a couple of different dates to look at it, but it's a free master class. And you can just go to the master class and just look at it, think about it, decide whether or not it's something for you, or just, if nothing else, it introduces. Oh, I get it. It introduces you to the way he thinks about things. And then you can say, oh, I like the way he thinks. And then you can go and watch other videos. But you gotta have that introduction.
Okay. Yeah, I look at him from time to time in different other YouTubers, and there's a lot of free advice that they give you, even on the YouTube. You just got to take time to research and listen and learn from it. It takes time, guys. It's not an overnight process. It takes time.
Right. The last tip that I have, and then I can just answer questions or do whatever you want, Penny. But the last tip that I have is to define who your audience is. Like, who are you talking to? And because if you're talking to everybody, as Marie Folio says, if you're talking to everybody, you ain't talking to nobody. You have to define who you're talking to. So when I'm doing my videos, I'm talking to the young homemaker. I'm talking to that young homemaker, could be a new bride, but a young homemaker who's not learned how to cook, how to clean, how to do laundry. That young millennial who's throwing everything in the wash together, and then everything is coming out one shade of pink or blue, that kind of thing. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to that homemaker who needs those basic skills that they don't teach in home ec anymore, or that maybe they didn't learn when they were at home because mama did all the laundry and now they've got a family of their own and they're trying to sort it out. So who are you talking to? So I heard someone say that, well, I'm talking to her. And they said, well, who is her? Well, my her is that young homemaker, that new bride, that new person trying to set out and create a home of their own. And they don't have to be a bride or a wife. It could be a single person creating their own home for the first time. So that's who I'm talking to. Now, the spillover will get seasoned homemakers, mature homemakers, and men. But I'm talking to her. Does that make sense for you guys? No? Yes or no?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was just answering you when you said what you was saying. I was saying what you said. But yeah, it does make sense what you're saying. You know, it does make sense. It doesn't make sense, guys, on what she said just now. Did y'all understand it? Perfect sense. Thank you to Mr. She said perfect sense. It makes sense.
Nefertiti says she's going to enroll in a Think Media class in the new year. If you enroll in a Think Media class, please click on that link in the description box. And because that's an affiliate link for me. So let's say you go in, you watch the master class, and then later on you decide you want to sign up for that course, then I can get an affiliate commission from that. Now, you guys know I've been talking about this particular program for years before I even got an affiliate link, because it has helped me, and so I want to share it. So if you choose to engage in it, just go through the door at my link is all I'm asking. Stephanie says she got it. She's taken that. She's in VRA, and she's doing some good things that she's learned through the program as well.
So I know, guys, you got to really go back and look at the replay and processes all, because like I said, sometimes you ain't gonna get it all at all one time. You got to process it. You got to let it get in you and understand it so that you can develop it. It takes time to process all this, guys. So don't think that you could just get all this at one night. So how long have you been on YouTube?
Marathon.
Yes. How long have you been on YouTube? Is it 4 or 5 years? 6?
At least 4 years. I've been doing it at least 4 years. And the first couple of years I was dabbling, but now I'm ready to dominate. I'm tired of dabbling. I'm ready to dominate. Well,
you're doing awesome. Ms Denise is almost at the $50,000 mark. So we're looking for this. I'll tell you, so she's pushing it. It's getting there. I'm telling you, I'm getting there. You're getting there. And like I said too, I feel you, because I know another young YouTuber was in the same arena with me, and she's almost at 500,000 subscribers. But I said, God be the glory. So you have to encourage yourself, and we encourage you guys to keep pressing forward. Like I said, sometimes some people, they just flow, and it just comes so easy for them. And some of us just take us a little longer, but but God will bless us. So we just want to encourage you guys tonight not to give up, but continue, striving for perfection, So that's what I say, you got to process all of this. So you may have to go back and listen to it, and listen to Sean Kendall and many others, and getting these free classes, guys. Take time. Exactly. Get into these free classes. I'm telling you.
Now, Terry has a question, and she says she took one free master class a few months ago. Should she still use my link? Yes. Go to another free master class. Go to the free master class that is in the description box, because then that puts you on the radar with my name, so that if you decide later on you want to do it, then I can get credit for that conversion.
So, Denise, I'm going to ask you something. So with even the master free class, that's your affiliate link, so you still get credit?
The link that we put there, that's my Sean Cannell affiliate link. So if people sign up for, so they take the master class, then that puts them on the list under Denise Jordan. So then if they later decide to buy the program, then they'll say, oh, Denise referred this person, and then she can get credit for part of the fee.
I get you.
There was something else I was going to say, but I lost it, because you guys know my mind sometimes, they're just like, whoop.
Oh, that's all right. I feel you sometimes, you forget, but it'll come back to you. Yes. My God, the VRA. Yes. So anyone have any more questions on tonight? Because we really do. Thank you so much, Denise. I tell you, this is great information.
I enjoy being your penny. I have missed you guys.
I know.
You know what I was telling? And you can tell that I don't talk to a lot of people every day anymore. Because, with COVID and all that, even though we're getting out more, we're still a lot of us that are kind of like in the house more. I get around people. I talk so much I can smack myself. It's just like I'm so happy to see people. I'm chattering.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
chattering tonight. But yes, but as I think it was Thelma at Simple Southern Reflections, like dominate. Like yes, we want
Yes,
to
Dominic.
dominate. We want to stop dabbling and dominate. But the only way you're going to dominate is to use the lessons that Penny's been teaching you and niche down and then just do that thing. And if you can only do one video a week, do
Yeah,
one
do
darn
your
good
best.
video every week.
Do your best. Do your best. And also, Ms. Denise, let them know about your Thursday night show because many of you are
Oh,
probably not familiar with that. She has that Thursday
yeah.
night show. She's still doing live because it's a little different.
Yes, I go live every Thursday night, and it's called Homemaking with Purpose. And I talk about different homemaking topics, but right now I've kind of gotten into an interview format where I bring I bring the current YouTube not YouTube, guys. See, we're talking YouTube now. I'm thinking
That's all right.
influencers in the homemaking sector. So we talk about someone's homemaking journey. There might be some information, tips, or tricks that you can learn in the homemaking journey. And so this Thursday is going to be Simply Sherry. And anybody that's been on YouTube for a while, she used to be Live Love Latte, and now she's Simply Sherry, and she talks about home organization, travel organization, professional organizer for the home space and stuff like that. So you guys will love her. So what my show is every Thursday at 7:45, still got the same time slot, but 7:45 p.m. Eastern.
That's my alarm because I was trying not to keep you too long, so I said alarm. So I don't know how
Yeah,
to cut it off. I'm sorry, y'all.
that's all right. But 7:45 Eastern every Thursday night. And then if I'm not going to be there, then I'll put up a placeholder. Like Thanksgiving, we're not going to have a show, but I'll have something up there that people can watch. And I try to do on Sundays, I try to either do a grocery haul or something related to prepping. But if I get overwhelmed, then Sunday goes, and I'll just try to do one quality video that week. So I might have one video and one show. So I always have at least two pieces a week, one video and one show. And if I can, I like to do something related to prepping or groceries on Sunday, and then another video another time during the week. And then, of course, with my Apron Diva, that takes a lot of time. And as you mentioned earlier, we're having our first early bird Black Friday sale, which started on Friday, but it's going through all week. So we've got our holiday and seasonal collections 10% off. And some of that seasonal collection are like things for Mother's Day because that you can order. So even though Mother's Day is past, it's coming again. Or so that'll be good Christmas gifts and things like that. And then we're going to have a Black Friday sale again on Black Friday with different things. So it's just a lot of fun, a lot of work. Mickey Blue Skies and I have been busy. But thank you guys for your support.
And we thank you so much, Ms. Denise. And also, guys, to remind you, Ms. Stephanie said that her YouTube tips and more by Stephanie, she wants to remind everyone that she moved my Sunday show to my second channel. And I believe it's at 5:45, Stephanie, if I'm not mistaken. And what I do now, I really take advantage of my community tab, and I reminded everyone tonight. I put it back on there about you, Ms. Denise, today, and I've been putting up scriptures every day because, the Lord put in my heart to start using that and put scriptures every day for people. And I was getting good comments. I still do my YouTube, things I'm doing on YouTube and things like that. But, just to connect with your followers. So guys, connect with your followers. Take advantage of that community tab. And it relates into many things. You don't have to get too personal, but it relates to a lot of things that you can share with guys. Do those polls, ask your views, questions. It's a lot of things, guys. So use the things you have, guys, and I just hope that this has helped everyone on tonight. So guys, y'all got any questions? It's the time. So because we don't want to hold Ms. Denise too long, but we just thank God so much for her. And this has been so wonderful. And guys, circle up. Y'all know these
Look
sisterhood.
at the circles. I love it.
Circle up, guys. So this has truly been a blessing, and it's a blessing to see her channel is taking off and really growing, and she has really found her niche. Because I'm telling you, that homemaking is taking off, and it fits you. It fits you. They always say you're wearing it well. It looks good. You're wearing it well. You're wearing it well. Miss Antoinette said, this was wonderful, ladies. Great advice and encouragement. Yes, y'all be encouraged, because I'm telling you, we got to keep on pressing. And I always says, when we push in and we make it, we're not going to forget those that's pushing with us, because we want to help along. And that's what I love to do. I love to help people. And that's why I do the YouTube tips. You know, a little bit helps. That just that little, every bit helps. You know, just remember, she said that 1% what we're improving helps us. It helps us. Let's see if you guys got any questions. Let's see. Okay. Oops, comments. Let's get to the comments here. Okay. And thank you so much, Miss Debbie Joy. I think she came from your channel, Miss Denise. I thank you so much.
Yeah, Debbie Joy is from my channel. Debbie, thank you for coming over.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate it. Miss Organized, Miss Darcy, love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darcy, for coming.
Love my baby forever, Miss Tamara. Thank you so much. And Stephanie says, yes, it's at 5:45 on Sundays. Thank God for Miss Michelle. It's Ace Grateful. Great live, Penny. Does Miss Denise have an Instagram?
I do have Instagram, but you know what? Oh my goodness. I am trying to learn how to do Instagram better. I'm working on that. I was trying to put up an Instagram story the other day, took these videos, couldn't figure out how to get it up there on the videos. So that's what I've got to figure out Instagram. So I'm trying, but I do have a channel.
Yes. Thank you so much. What is her name? What is her name? I always call her Matriarchs Matter. What is her name? I think you know.
Nefertiri.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And she's such a sweetheart. I connected with her from your channel. You know, you found some awesome Miss Stephanie. We thank God for everyone on tonight. So guys, y'all got any more questions? Now's the time to chart it. We'll give Miss Denise about a few more minutes, and because we don't want her to we want her to come back anytime and help us along. And I'm telling Miss Denise, I'm enjoying this. I'm telling you, God be the glory. It's truly a blessing. I'm telling you guys. So go back, guys. I'm telling you, there's a lot of information to process, but you just got to sit down and you got to apply it. Pray and ask God to help you to apply it, because we're learning in this. And like I said too, I'm learning. I'm not a YouTube expert, but we're learning as we grow through this. And I'm telling you, we can learn from each other.
Mm-hmm. Someone asked what is my Instagram, and I think it's at Denise T_T. I think it's on my YouTube channel. You guys see, I don't do Instagram very much. I'm trying.
Yeah, you probably have to maybe you might put it under your description box, and when you figure it out.
I think it's the same as my Twitter, which is
okay.
Denise T_T. That's what it is. So.
Okay. Good night, Miss B. God bless you, Miss B.
Thank you for jumping on with us.
Well, ladies, and I thank you so much once again, Ms. Denise. And I have to I got to go back and watch the replay from your last one last week, because I missed it, and I missed Miss Stephanie on, because I thought I came on 5:45 and I didn't see Stephanie on tonight. So I said, well, she must be not on, so maybe I missed it. I don't know.
Oh, but, she was on her other channel.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I was on the wrong channel. Maybe that's what I missing did, because I was sitting in my, I would relax it. I was hitting the button. I said, well, let me see. Maybe I was on the wrong channel. That matter what happened. You're right. I think that's what happened tonight. But I'll go back and check it out. So guys.
Yeah, and last week, Leona Dooley and myself were on. We had so much fun. Oh my goodness. Penny, we had so much fun talking about Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna have to watch it, because I missed it. Because a lot of times I keep forgetting about Thursday nights. If I don't set my timer, I forget. Because I know the other night, last week, before that, you was on Wednesday, and I have Bible study on Wednesdays. I said, I'm not going to catch that one. So I said, I'm going to catch the next one. Nah,
We
I
had Tuesday because that was the only day
yeah,
that
yeah. I
oh
remember
my
you said
goodness,
that.
was she amazing.
I remember, but you know, I can go back and watch the replay. I just have to sit still. Sometimes when I'm moving around in my house, and that's why I try to tell some, because sometimes YouTube don't have it that we can comment on the TV. Sometimes when I'm in my home, I put it on and I'll be listening to y'all channels. But then I said, well, they don't know I'm there if I don't comment. So I try to comment and let people know I am watching. I am, continue supporting. So sometimes I go to them, especially when, videos are a little longer. And this is what works for me. I'll comment still on, and I'll let it play for a little while so it won't spam. And I said, okay, guys, I'm watching, and I comment on what they're doing. I said, but I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna finish watching you in full on my TV. So I'll give you the full watch. Because sometimes when I'm in the house doing my work, I'll be playing channels. And I'll be listening. Yeah, it helps me. It really helps me to catch up, because it's not easy. Because like I said, me and my husband is pastors. So not only I'm doing the church, then sometimes I got grandkids, and God help me, Lord Jesus. So, y'all, let me tell you something. YouTube is a lot of work, so we just have to be wise about what we're doing. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress yourself. And like you said, if you can only do one videos, especially if you're working, do your best. And as you gradually do more, you do more. Now's the time, guys, that we in the season, y'all set goals, because 2022 is around the corner. The Lord said the same, and we all be here. Guys, set goals, okay? So y'all stay safe now. So, Ms. Denise, once again, I thank you so much. And is anything else you want to say? But I'm gonna do this here. Ms. Denise, I'm gonna do this here. Give us one of your closing videos on tonight. We're gonna let Denise close us however she want to close us tonight. So good night, ladies, and y'all have a blessed night, and continue to make those videos and grow. And come on, we're gonna believe God that we're all gonna blow up in 2022. We're doing it now. So, Mrs. Denise, I thank you once again, and may God forever bless you. And y'all be blessed tonight. Continue, keep striving for more. Mrs. Denise, you can dismiss us however you want.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate the warm welcome. And when you're done here, check out my November grocery haul and Thanksgiving preps. And I'll see you next time. Oh, check out my Apron Diva Black Friday sale. What am I thinking? Check out my Apron Diva Black Friday sale. www.aprondiva.com.
Amen. It's so much to remember. Love y'all. Good night, and y'all be blessed. Good night. You're too blessed to be stressed. Love you. Good night. Thank you.